Do you remember the feeling of walking into a new building on a Monday morning? You are holding a coffee cup, looking at a room full of strangers, and you have no idea where to sit.
It is a unique mix of excitement and absolute panic. A new job is a wonderful fresh start, but the first day can feel like a huge mountain to climb. You want to do everything perfectly, but you do not even know where the kitchen is.
If you are preparing for a new role, or if you just want to look back and remember how you survived your last first day, stay with us. Today, we are talking about starting a new job.
Welcome to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. I am Thomas.
And I am Laura. This is a safe space for B1 and B2 English learners to slow down, listen to natural conversation, and reflect on everyday life.
In our program, you will learn useful everyday expressions, practice your speaking rhythm with our guided shadowing, and answer some questions about your own experiences.
We are glad you are here. Take a deep breath and let us begin.
Let us imagine that morning. The alarm clock rings earlier than usual. You have chosen your clothes carefully the night before, making sure they look professional but comfortable.
You can feel the edge of a new, stiff security pass in your pocket. As you walk through the office, you hear the quiet sound of unfamiliar keyboards clicking and people whispering. The air smells faintly of fresh coffee and printer paper.
Exactly. Starting a new job is a huge life change. It matters because our work is a significant part of our daily routine. But that first day is always challenging.
You want to make a good impression on your new manager and colleagues. However, the reality is that you spend most of the day feeling slightly confused.
We will practice some excellent English for these moments today. We will explore phrases for describing your feelings, asking for simple help, and slowly settling into a new environment.
For me, the hardest part of the first day is always the information overload.
Information overload? That means receiving too much information at one single time.
Exactly. You sit at a new desk and your manager hands you a thick manual. Then, the IT department explains 3 different computer systems. Next, someone tells you 10 different passwords.
That sounds exhausting. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, your brain must be completely full.
It is. On my last first day, I was so focused on trying to remember all the technical details that I forgot the name of the person sitting right next to me. I had to ask him 3 times.
I can definitely relate to that. But for me, the technical part is not the main problem. It is the social pressure.
The social pressure of meeting new people?
Yes. You are introduced to 20 new people before lunch. You desperately try to remember their names, their faces, and what their job titles are. You just want everyone to like you and accept you into the team.
And you probably forget those names almost immediately. That is a very normal human reaction to stress.
It really is. I remember my first day at a previous company. I sat at my desk feeling so worried that I would do something wrong or say something silly. I felt like an outsider looking in.
That is a very interesting point. But I am not sure I completely agree that the social side is the hardest part.
Why do you say that, Laura?
Well, in my experience, people are usually very kind and patient on your first day. They know you are new. The real stress comes from feeling useless.
Feeling useless? That is a strong way to describe it.
Think about it. You were hired because you are an experienced professional. But on day 1, you cannot even figure out how to transfer a phone call or use the photocopier. That contrast can be very frustrating.
That makes perfect sense. I had not thought about it that way. You go from being a confident expert in your old job to being a complete beginner again.
Exactly. It takes a long time to find your feet. When you find your feet, you finally start to feel comfortable and confident in a new situation.
Let us pause for a moment. Think about your own experience. How do you usually feel on the first day of something new?
Take a moment to think. What would your answer be?
You might say, I usually feel a bit anxious, but also quite excited about the new opportunity.
Try saying your answer aloud. How do you feel on a first day?
Here is another question. What is the most difficult thing for you to remember when you start a new job? Is it names, passwords, or rules?
There is no single correct answer. Your answer may be different from ours.
You could say, I always find it impossible to remember everyone's name on the first day.
I think we need a reminder that it is perfectly acceptable to be a beginner. Here is today's golden sentence. You do not have to be perfect today. You just have to be present.
Let's look at what it means. When we say you do not have to be perfect, it means mistakes are allowed and expected. You are in a learning phase.
And when we say you just have to be present, this means you only need to show up, pay attention, and do your best in this exact moment. You do not need to know everything on day one.
It is a beautiful and calming idea. Let us practice speaking it together. Listen first.
You do not have to be perfect today.
Now repeat the first part.
You do not have to be perfect today.
Let's add the next part. Listen first.
You just have to be present.
Now say that part.
You just have to be present.
Now say the whole sentence. Listen first.
You do not have to be perfect today. You just have to be present.
Try it again in your natural voice.
Good. Keep that sentence with you. It is a wonderful thought to carry in your pocket on any difficult day.
Speaking of difficult days, let us imagine a realistic moment from a new job.
In this scenario, you are a new employee. It is your first afternoon in a large office building. You are looking for a meeting room, but you are completely lost.
I am going to ask you, my new colleague, for some help. Let us listen to the conversation. Excuse me, Laura? I am so sorry to bother you again.
Oh, please do not apologize. It is your first day. How can I help you?
I am trying to find meeting room B. I think I have taken a wrong turn somewhere near the kitchen.
Yes, the layout of this building is a bit confusing for everyone. You just need to go down this main hallway and turn left at the large printer.
Down the main hallway and left at the printer. Got it. Thank you so much. I feel like I am asking far too many questions today.
Honestly, it is completely fine. We expect you to ask questions. The manager will show you the ropes properly tomorrow morning. For now, just take it easy and do not worry.
Thanks, Laura. I really appreciate your patience.
That was a very common situation. Let us look at a few useful lines from that scenario.
I started the conversation by saying, I am so sorry to bother you again. This is a polite and professional way to interrupt a colleague who is working.
But notice how I replied to you. I smiled and said, please do not apologize. New employees almost always apologize too much.
That is a very good point. I also said, I think I have taken a wrong turn. This is a natural, conversational way to say you are lost inside a building or on the street.
We have used some really useful everyday expressions in this episode. Let us review them carefully.
Earlier, you used the phrase to make a good impression. This means acting in a way that makes people have a positive and professional opinion of you.
For example, you might wear a very smart shirt on your first day to make a good impression on your new boss.
I talked about information overload. We use this phrase when we are given much more information than our brains can process at once.
Yes, like saying, the 4-hour training session on Monday gave me serious information overload.
Another great expression we discussed was to find your feet. This means becoming familiar, comfortable, and confident in a new situation.
It usually takes about a month to truly find your feet in a new office environment. It does not happen overnight.
In our office scenario, you used a wonderful idiom. You said, the manager will show you the ropes.
To show someone the ropes means to teach them how to do a specific job, task, or procedure.
I could say, do not worry about the software. I will ask the senior designer to show you the ropes next week.
And finally, we mentioned the concept of trying to break the ice. This means doing or saying something small to make people feel more relaxed in a new or awkward social situation.
Smiling warmly and asking about someone's weekend is always a good way to break the ice with new colleagues.
Let us think about asking for help at work. Is it easy or difficult for you to ask a new colleague for assistance?
You can answer in 1 or 2 sentences.
A possible answer could be, it is quite difficult for me because I do not want to look incompetent or slow.
What about you? Think about your own experience and your own personality.
And what is a good way to break the ice when you meet someone new for the very first time?
Take a moment to think.
You might say, I usually offer to make them a cup of tea, or I ask how long they have worked at the company. Try saying your answer aloud.
Now let us practice speaking naturally with another shadowing exercise. We will use a short exchange adapted from our office scenario.
You will take the role of the new employee asking for directions. Listen to the exchange first.
I am trying to find meeting room B. I think I have taken a wrong turn.
You just need to go down this main hallway and turn left.
Now it is your turn to speak. Repeat the first line. Listen first.
I am trying to find meeting room B.
Now you say it.
Good. Let us listen to the next part.
I think I have taken a wrong turn.
Try repeating that in a polite voice.
Now let us put it together as a complete conversation. I will reply to you. You start the conversation. Say the whole line.
I am trying to find meeting room B. I think I have taken a wrong turn.
You just need to go down this main hallway and turn left.
Excellent work. Remember that phrase. It sounds much more natural and professional than simply saying, I am lost.
Let us move to our practical takeaway for today. If you are starting a new job, moving to a new city, or even beginning a new university course, what is one small thing you can do to manage the stress?
My practical advice is to write down one small win at the end of your first day.
A small win? What exactly do you mean by that?
On the first day, your brain will naturally focus on your mistakes. You forgot the manager's name, or you printed a document upside down. Instead of thinking about that, write down one thing you did well.
For example, you successfully logged into your email account, or you had a nice, friendly conversation with the person sitting next to you in the kitchen.
Exactly. Focus on what you actually managed to do, not what you have not learned yet. It gently changes your perspective and gives you a sense of achievement.
That is a wonderful, simple action to take. It reminds you that progress is happening, even if it feels very slow.
Let us review what we have covered today.
We talked about the normal challenges of the first day, from the heavy feeling of information overload to the stress of trying to make a good impression.
We discussed the importance of giving yourself enough time to find your feet and allowing others to show you the ropes.
We practiced breaking the ice and asking for directions politely in our realistic scenario.
And we suggested writing down a small win to end a difficult day on a positive and hopeful note.
Most importantly, we learned our golden sentence. Let us say it one final time together.
You do not have to be perfect today. You just have to be present.
Thank you for spending this calm learning time with us today. We acknowledge the effort you are putting into your English.
Remember that speaking confidence develops slowly, step by step, just like getting used to a new job.
Regular listening and consistent practice are the true keys to finding your feet in a new language.
Before we go, we have one simple but meaningful question for you to answer in the YouTube comments.
What was the most memorable thing that happened on your first day at your current or past job?
We would love to read your stories and share in your experiences. Until next time, take care of yourselves and keep practicing.
Goodbye, everyone.